I'm doing a different type of video today. I'm doing a CDL Champs bracket. Champs is coming up. It's August 4th through the 7th. I'm very excited for that. It's $5,000 for the best bracket and $100,000 for a perfect bracket. So I wanted me and my friend Cole, who has very good gut for these type of things and very good knowledge for competitive COD. I wanted to kind of go through with him, and me and him can go back and forth and see what teams would probably make it through the bracket, and who's actually gonna end up winning this tournament. It's basically Super Bowl for COD. I'm very excited. It's a long video, so I'm just gonna get right to it. So for the first match, we have Atlanta FaZe and the New York Subliners. Cole, what do you think?
That's pretty straightforward. I think Atlanta wins pretty easily.
I think a 3-1 personally, but
I think it's 3-1 or 3-0.
What is like the most realistic? Because the Subliners do sometimes play well against those the top level teams. So what do we do? What are we thinking? Should we do 3-1?
Maybe it just depends how the vetoes go. I just do not see New York winning a search against Atlanta.
No, I don't think so either. But I think in the end, FaZe wins for sure.
I can see New York winning like a Berlin control or something, but
yeah, same.
Or maybe first hard point. I don't know, because FaZe's hard point has not looked very good. So I think it could be I think it'll be a 3-1.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think this is what I think will happen. I think New York's gonna come out really hot and barely win the first hard point, and then FaZe is gonna win the next 3 games. So the next one we have is Royal Ravens versus Seattle Surge. Now, I don't know what to make of this because Surge got first in Toronto, Major 3, and then they got dead last of the next major. So I don't understand what's going on there. And then the Ravens went 5-0, right? In their,
I think.
Yeah, either 4-1 or 5-0 in their qualification matches, and they got dead last at the. No, did they get dead last, or they got like 8th?
They didn't do good.
No, they did not. I think they won 1 series, and that was it. So what are you thinking here?
Yeah, dude. Because the crazy thing is, I could see both of these teams not showing up at all.
100%. I'm thinking Surge.
I think Surge is a safe pick.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it'll be like a game 5, but I can see Surge winning.
So let's do Surge 3-2.
3-1 or 3-2.
I'm gonna say 3-2. Now let's go down. We'll kind of go down all the winners round 1 matches. So now we Optic Texas versus Ultra. Now, this is where I think back to last year. I know it's a different game, different title, and everything, but dude, Ultra had Optic's number all year last year. I don't know if you remember that. Like, every time Optic played them, they never could beat Ultra. Now, they barely beat them in the last major. So, I don't know if Ultra's gonna play really well. And Optic, honestly, they didn't look that good. They looked decent, but not like they used to. At least like in Major 1.
Yeah, I personally favor Ultra on this one.
You think Ultra's gonna beat them?
Yeah.
Oh no.
They're gonna beat it like a game 5. Because the thing is, Optic's control has looked awful, and for some reason, Optic is only playing Bocage to start the series. And if Toronto have one really good map on Bocage, I could see them beating Optic. And if Optic lose the first hard point and the control, I could definitely see Ultra winning a search.
See, I agree with you, but I also my gut is like telling me Optic's gonna barely beat them again. That's what my gut is telling me.
Yeah, I mean, Optic should win, but
Yeah, because like,
all right, winners round one matches though.
because like I personally believe I think Ultra peaked at their own major when they got like 4th or whatever. Like I think they peaked at the wrong time. So oh boy. This is a tough one, man. Because I really want to make this like perfect. This is. Do you really think Optic's gonna play Bocage Map 1 again for like the 6th straight time?
Dude, I don't know. I'm sure they've been like working extremely hard on their hard point, but if they do, just they should be Ultra, but Ultra still has the talent to beat them.
Yeah.
Especially if Vance is like playing as good as he was. I think he's been their best player.
Oh, he's disgusting. He almost retired too, which is kind of nuts. All right, let's do. You know what? I'll go with you this one. I think I'll Ultra 3-2. It's gonna be close. It's gonna be really close. Now the next one, we got LA Thieves versus Boston Breach. Now, 100% LA Thieves probably gonna win this one, as long as they look as good as they did at the New York Major.
Yeah.
But what do you think in map count? My first thought that comes to mind is 3-1, LA Thieves.
That's probably what I would go with too.
Okay, so let's do a 3-1. Now, we're down to elimination, round 1. New York versus London. I would assume if New York plays as good as they do, everyone's firing on all cylinders. They're pissed that they lost to the FaZe. Crimsus is like, Hydra, what the fuck? I'm thinking New York wins this. What do you think?
Well, I don't remember which major it was, but New York played FaZe in the first round and lost, and then immediately played London in the losers bracket and lost.
Oh, that might have been.
I think that was the first major with like Kismet and.
Yeah, that was Toronto. I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think New York wins 3-1 or 3-2.
I'm thinking. I know. As I said before, New York definitely wins, but what's the map count? I feel bad for the Ravens too, because they were like I had such high hopes for them.
They're all minors. I think it's going to be a 3-1. I think New York just completely bodies them and all 3 respawns.
Okay. Elimination round 1, Optic versus Boston. Now, unfortunately for Boston, I'm pretty sure they lose. I would assume they would lose this to Optic, just from the pure talent on Optic alone.
Yeah, sorry, you're going home.
I mean, doesn't even the last place, don't they get some money because they made it the champs?
I think, yeah.
It's not a lot, but they get some. It's better than like having your season cut short, at Major 4. So let's say Optic, obviously. Now, what's the map count? I'm thinking a 3-1 or 3-2. I think Boston will keep it. You know what? What was when they played them at the New York Major? What was it? A 3-1?
I don't remember.
I think so, because I think Boston won the first hard point barely. Yeah, like one off time, time, getting, taken away on hard point because everyone, it was just contest fest the whole time.
Yeah.
So Boston won the first map, and then Optic won the next 3. So, what do you think? Are you good with a 3-1?
Yeah, but I know Boston can be really good at search too.
Yeah, I know, but that's
like in the back of my mind, I'm thinking Boston gets reverse swept, but I think Optic take the first map, Breach take the second, and then rest is history.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. I think Boston will probably win the search, and then they lose all the respawns. When I say lose all respawns, it doesn't mean they're gonna get blown out. They'll just probably be close, but just probably just gonna lose. So now we're gonna go back up to winners round 2. FaZe versus Surge. I mean, I know Surge matches up well against them, but like, it all depends on their superstars to fry with his Sib, Mac, and Pred, and Lamar just needs to just do his own thing. If Sib and Pred and Mac don't fry, then I mean I don't see Surge winning. And I mean, what do you think?
I want to say it's going to go game 5 just because they always play each other super close, but I think it's going to be a 3-1 Atlanta FaZe.
Okay, I can see that.
I could see it just being a game 4 like grueler of a Tuscan and FaZe just edge it out.
Yeah.
I feel like that's how all their series have went for the most part.
I think it will be this will be a close 3-1 for sure. Now we have Ultra versus Thieves. I think personally, I'm just basing off Thieves playing as good as they did in the last major. So I'm thinking Thieves. A 3-2 versus Ultra.
I think this is gonna be a 3-0.
You think this is gonna be 3-0?
Dude, I think.
Oh, just like the last time. Oh yeah. Shit.
I could see it being a 3-0 or 3-1, but that's just me.
Let's do 3-1. I think that's the safest one because Ultra might get 1. Like they might get like a S&D.
Yeah, that's only if the Thieves play as amazing in Search as they did at the last event.
Yeah, exactly. Now we have Ultra versus Subliners. Oh boy.
Oof, that's hard.
That's super hard.
When was the last time they even played?
I don't remember.
I remember them playing in the Odo.
Yeah, I don't know. Fuck, this one's tough.
I could see either one of them winning it. I think it'll be New York 3-2.
Yeah, I can. Yeah. I think when everyone on the Subliners are playing, not even like at their best, because like I think they're gonna. You know what's gonna happen? At least I think. I think New York is gonna out teamwork Toronto, and Toronto that was their big thing last year, and
yeah.
that's what I think New York is gonna do. They've shown before they can get completely outslayed and still win hard points. Like it doesn't matter. They just play correctly, play with each other, and they win. And that's all on Krim and the coaching staff, in my opinion, from the outside looking in. Surge versus Optic. Fuck.
The Surge have just had Optic's number this year, man.
I know. And like this is where like the talent is kind of even-ish.
Yeah.
Besides, I would say I think Dashy's more talented Maniar than Lamar. Lamar's just like a super smart player. But Dashy's just Dashy.
I'll let you take this one.
Oh. So if I get it wrong, you can blame me.
Part of me thinks Surge will win, but it's champs.
I know. I think Optic's gonna take it 3-2. Personally.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they could do it. As long as they've been improving with the practice they've had for the past couple weeks.
Yeah.
So let's go back up to. Let me move this over. So now we have FaZe versus LA Thieves in the winners final. Fuck. They beat them before, but I think FaZe is gonna. I think FaZe is gonna beat them here.
I mean, Thieves did beat FaZe twice last event.
They did, but like now FaZe has that all the info, and I think FaZe might like not let Berlin control in, and like some of Thieves' stronger maps.
Yeah,
I think FaZe could eco chow Thieves on Kavutu because they're not going to want to play them in Tuscan because for some reason FaZe is not good at Tuscan. You would think with that team they would be disgusting at it, but they're very hit or miss. And for some, they can't hold P1 to save their lives. I mean, it is a hard hill, but goddamn. I think FaZe wins this here. Personally, I think this is where the vetoes really matter. If they beat up again in a grand final, then the vetoes kind of go out the door because it's best of 9.
it's just whoever has the best map pool at that point, which
Exactly.
I think you have a better one. Yeah, I could see FaZe beating him here if they veto Berlin, Tuscan.
Yeah.
I could see it going to FaZe.
So let's say FaZe 3-2. I think Thieves is gonna make it really close. I'm hoping Thieves is like, no, they don't take the foot off the pedal and everything.
Yeah.
Now elimination round 3, we have possibly Subliners and Optic Texas.
Oh gosh.
Here's the funny thing. I mean, this has been on LAN, and what hasn't been on LAN yet? Would be their first time meeting on LAN. Am I correct? Or am I full of shit?
I think so. Yeah.
So what I think, oh man, my gut is telling me New York wins because like Subliners, granted it's been online, they've had their number all year. And when I mean all year, been 2 or 3 matches?
I just think Kismet really cancels out Shotzi in this matchup. Just
So what do you think? Like, who do you think wins?
part of me wants to say New York, but I think New York takes this.
Okay. I'll go with you on that one because like my gut is telling me New York. My gut did not tell me like Optic, just because I think they've only played each other twice, I believe.
However, if New York wins, it has to be in 4 games. It can't go to a game 5.
No. So I'm thinking 3-1. I think Optic's gonna take the S&D, and then I think New York is gonna take all the respawns. And like New York, like I think they're only gonna get better after losing to Thieves because they're gonna see what they did wrong. And also, I think in a way they ran out. They kind of like that the adrenaline rush that they had for the LA Thieves match to even make champs. When they beat LA Thieves and made champs, that was like a big sigh of relief off them. And I feel like they kind of like ran out of steam for that grand finals. And also Brandon made a good point. Shout out Aspire. He said during the grand finals that New York Subliners don't have a big map pool. They usually win in the vetoes. So I think New Yorkers are going to get a little bit better over these next couple weeks. So are we both on agreement New York wins?
Yeah.
3-1?
Yeah.
Okay, so now we have LA Thieves versus Subliners. Now, I gotta go Thieves on this one. If they keep playing like they did before, I think Thieves probably wins 3-2. What do you think?
I think New York wins in a best of 5.
Really?
Yeah.
Give me your reasoning.
Well, like you said, New York doesn't have the biggest map pool. I think that's the only reason why they lost in the best of 9 at the last event. I think in a best of 5, elimination, loser goes to grand final, right?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, the Bulldog's coming out.
Okay.
Did his pants on that stage. I think New York wins 3-1.
3-1, okay. I'll go with you on this one. I mean, this is coming, just for everyone knows, back in World War II, this man right here, Cole, fucking told me in the beginning of the World War II competitive season that Evil Geniuses was gonna win champs, and they fucking did it. They Evil Geniuses won champs. I don't know how, so I'm gonna believe Cole on this one. So 3-1. So now we have. Let me just move this over. Now we have in the grand final Atlanta FaZe versus New York. Now, what we said before, New York not having a big map pool, I think they expand a little bit, but I don't think it's going to be good enough for a best of 9. I think FaZe takes this.
FaZe also don't have a big map pool in best of 9s. That's why they've lost.
That is true. Shit. FaZe has had like what? FaZe has gotten second, third. No, second, 3 seconds, 3 seconds, and yeah, 3 seconds and 1/3 this whole year. So who do you think wins? Do you think Crim gets another ring and becomes the uncertified, undisputable GOAT?
That'd be too Hollywood.
I know.
But it'd also be only one team ever has gone to, with the team of 4 have gone to champs in back-to-back years, and that was Envy.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this FaZe team would be the team to do it. I think FaZe win 5-2.
5-2? Okay. I'm thinking. Well, obviously, I think FaZe wins. Now the map count. So, what do you think? Why don't you think it's like a 5-3 or 5-4?
I could just see FaZe coming out really hot, and then, I could see New York coming out hot and then winning the first hard point. But then I can see like a second map where it's really close and FaZe edge it out, and then New York just lose full.
Okay. You know, you know what? I believe you. You convinced me on that one. Okay. So we're gonna have Atlanta FaZe being the back-to-back champions. They won the Cold War, so we're gonna have Atlanta FaZe winning. As much as it hurts me to not see LA Thieves win this, because that would be sick. Back-to-back Major 4 and champs. That'd be. Oh my god, that would be amazing. Maybe Nate Chat would even play fucking MW2. Who knows? But I'm thinking. I think you're right on this one. So hopefully we got the perfect bracket. That would be absolutely insane if we did. If we win any money, that'd be awesome. Okay, so Atlanta FaZe are your fucking 2022 World Champions. Champs is gonna be interesting. So I'm excited to see what plays out.
I could see this bracket being completely wrong too.
Yeah, we might just be full of shit.